The Volkswagen Golf has blessed our driveways since 1974, with everybody knowing someone that has owned this award-winning German family hatchback. The MK6 Golf arrived in 2009 and was voted World Car of the Year at a New York auto show. And it was the Euro NCAP top model for safety, snatching first place from the Honda Insight and Toyota Prius. Although going out and buying the first MK6 Golf that you see may be tempting, sometimes it takes a little more research to find the perfect fit. And this is exactly the thought process of an avid supporter of Jayp cars, of whom decided to DM me to ask for a review between the GT TDI and the TDI variants of the MK6. Whilst a quick look on any well-known vehicle buying and selling site will inundate you with potential candidates, the dizzying array of engine sizes, trim levels and more eco-friendly versions can cloud judgment and lead to a stalled research process. Having narrowed down the choice to the 2-litre GT turbocharged diesel and the more basic non-GT version, Harry asked what the differences were, and here I have answered the query with maybe a surprising conclusion. The GT badge on the VW models always meant that the car possessed an engine that had been altered in some way to squeeze more power out of it, giving it an edge over its weaker peers. Yet Volkswagen decided that this was no longer how they wanted to operate, instead using the almighty GT badge as a trim boast with no changes to the engines it was offered with. The GT gains a sportier look than the S and SE models, with its 17-inch Porto alloys and lower stance. A chrome-trimmed front air intake is added, as are the chrome-clad front fog lights, which tightly are not offered on the S and SE trims. Very tight VW. At least they have been kind enough to allow us static cornering functions. Partial forgiveness, maybe. Moving into the interior, we can notice a vast difference from the cheaper trim, with sport seats covered in high quality Alcantara and microfiber side bolsters. Looking forward, a multifunctional 3-spoke leather steering wheel is a privilege over the other versions. Favoritism for the GT doesn't stop there, with matte chrome making a guest appearance. Now that the trims have been compared, I hope that the choice between the GT, TDI and the TDI is easier, knowing that the GT adds no extra power, just features. There is an important point to make regarding the engines available. The 2-litre TDI engines are fair lumps, pushing out either 108 brake horsepower or 138 brake horsepower, with the latter being my choice. Why, with its 236 pound-per-feet of torque and claimed 58.9 miles per gallon. It seems like the best choice for those longer, mile-munching journeys, with the Blue Motion version hitting 65.7 miles per gallon thanks to its start-stop technology. However, the 0 to 60 time isn't overly impressive at 9.3 seconds. But it is worth noting that these 16-valve engines are more reliable than the 8-valve engines that they replaced. If long-distance driving isn't your purpose, the Golf is likely to suffer from DPF and EGR issues, so popping into town for a pint of milk isn't its favourite activity. So what do I buy? Well, the GT, of course. The extra couple of pounds over the S and SE is worth the alloy wheels, sport seats and general smugness when you see a more basic version you discarded from your watch list on the road. However, I have a suggestion. If lots of motorway miles isn't the reason for purchase, there is another option. Keep the GT trim, but forget about the 2-litre TDI engines. Why not toy with the idea of the 1.4-litre TSI petrol, kicking out 157 brake horsepower, which is more than either diesel talked about. Yes, you'll sacrifice torque, but it's still usable at 177 pound-per-feet. These two figures coupled together equates to a more agile, fun-to-drive Golf, kicking a whole 1.6 seconds off the TDI's 0 to 60 times at 7.7 seconds. Buying the petrol also bypasses the EA189 Dieselgate scandal that has affected so many of these vehicles. It is worth noting that the 1.4-litre TSI has been known for chain cam issues, but as long as the car has been looked after, no issue should arise, with Golf being known for their fair reliability. I hope this has answered your question. Your friend, Jayp.